Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Master Size, and on this show I just wanted to show you this little kit. And we got different size rings. These are all different gauges. This is a 16 gauge. I think this is a 14. This is, I think, a 12 gauge. So we got like 12 gauge right here, 12 gauge. That right there looks like 10. Here's some 16 gauge. This is just regular old baling wire. This is probably a 14 gauge aluminum wire that they use for plants, like bonsais and stuff. You can find that in the plant section. Those are the same thing. Here's another compartment. This is cool. Instead of using a regular thimble, I like to use this, especially when working with this stuff. If you're gonna do this or plan on it, I would suggest having 2 of these instead of the thimble. Get yourself a nice pair like this, or better, because your hands will start to cramp up when doing this type of hobby. And like I said, the reason why I'm showing you this like that is because I bend my own. I use this for bending these ones. And I use this one for bending the smaller ones. And they'll all fit on that, all the small ones will fit. So, we have actually, these ones were bent with a different one, but it's the same size. So, the reason why I'm showing you this, ladies and gentlemen, is because some days you may not have time to make a bracelet or bend the wire. And so, I mean, like when I first got into this hobby, I would just bend and go and bend and play, just bend them and put them together. But then you wind up with, you know, a bunch of this size or that size just laying around because you move on from one project to the other. And it's just easier to have a little bin like this and keep organized. And it keeps, like for instance, this gauge right here is really close to this gauge. This bin right here, it looks like it has 2 different gauges in there, but they're so similar in size you can't really tell. This one too, they're made from the same one. But you wouldn't want these ones with these ones. But having them together, I've made bracelets with these and these, because after a while sometimes you can't tell, especially when they're all mixed up. And if you're just going along, or you're watching TV and you're making these bracelets, you might not catch on or see what's going on. So when doing chainmail, I'd suggest getting one of these bins for all the different gauges and sizes you have, and you can go ahead and write all the different sizes and gauges on there if you want. And this is Master Size's little bin, and I hope you enjoyed that, and peace out.